Hello everybody, it's Cody, Dixon RC. So what we have now today is the new Axial Unimog SCX10-2 platform, which I think we can just say SCX10 now because the 10.2 platform has taken over the SCX10. So now this is pretty much the SCX10. They don't even put 10.2, they just put it down here at the bottom. So I'm a big Unimog fan. I have loved Unimogs forever. I drove a Unimog. I was probably a teenager. Before I was even 16, I drove a Unimog. So, and I drove a Unimog to high school when I was about 16, 17. We had a friend of the family that had one, and he left it here at the house a bunch because my dad was an off-road Land Rover guru. So we had all kinds of crazy off-road stuff throughout my high school. Through my childhood, pretty much. We had Unimogs. We had tons of different Land Rovers. We had a full rock crawling Land Rover. We also had a Land Rover ambulance, which was the coolest thing ever. Wish we still had it. I wish we never would have gotten rid of that. We had military trucks. We had we had a right-hand drive Land Rover pickup that was the ones that they dropped from the helicopters. They called them lightweights. They weighed hardly anything. It was really cool. We also had a right-hand drive, long wheelbase, 5-door station wagon. Oh, we had all kinds of stuff. So I grew up off-roading. That's my big main background. I know I did a lot of racing in the past couple of years, but off-road was my background. I didn't do a lot of it once I graduated high school. I kind of went and bought a Honda and quit doing all that stuff. So anyway, all right, so let's get to this. We're going to unbox the new UMG10, which is a wild name for it, but we'll go over details. I'm not going to go over everything. I'm going to go over kind of the new stuff for this particular chassis because the chassis is not new. The axles are not new. The transmission is not new, but the wheels, tires, body, cage, that kind of deal, that stuff is new to this particular platform. So we'll go over all that. Also, we'll go over plans I have. So it does come with the one-piece axles. It does come with the Wild Bore HD drive shafts, which are great. And you usually don't have to upgrade. They hold up very well. New 1.9 MT45 tires. That is a military type tire, and it is still on the R35 compound, which is pretty decent for a stock RTR tire. The biggest upgrade that I've seen for this kit is it actually has a beadlock wheel. It is plastic, but it is still a beadlock wheel, which is pretty cool. That doesn't happen. You don't get that very often. I mean, none of the other names are doing that. I don't think anyway. Traxxas is not beadlock. So yeah, okay. So we're good to go on that. And of course the nice 4mm aluminum links, and you get AR44 axle universals, which work out pretty well. Now, the difference in this one is you get a rear cage, a spare tire, you get plastic grille, mirror, snorkel, you get headlight buckets for the front and the grille and the rear. It's still waterproof receiver, which of course, that's not fully waterproof. You need to be waterproof in that as well. So let's go ahead. I got my trusty Harbor Freight blade. We will cut this open. This one has never been opened. I love it. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to twist this around. So the first thing that you get when you open up your box, now this is a little bit different than a lot of people got the first ones. It actually already has an addendum to your manual. I don't know. Let's open it up and see. I think it's got something to do with the rear shock tower. I think Troy built his Unimog from Scalar Fab, and he mentioned that the shock tower, it told you to put it in the rear position. It's supposed to be in the front position. Yes, see, so there it is. So see, it tells you to put it in the front, and I think the original one had it in the rear. I tried to look for the manual online yesterday, and it is not it's not online anymore. So so that's how it goes there. So I think that's it. It's just one page, nothing to it. It does have something in here for the, I think it looks like the transfer case side of the, yeah, that's what it is. But it's supposed to be for the, when you use a servo. I think when you want to run this, when you want to run a 2-speed, I think this is what you have to use as far as that goes. All right, so we'll go, now I'm going to move this back and I'm going to set stuff right here in the front so you can see it. It does come with 5 tires. You get 4 for the truck and 1 spare. It is a 4.6 inch tall tire. It says it on the side. Of course, you can't see it because it's a little on the dark side. Just single stage foam in it. I mean, it is a pretty hefty little tire there. Sorry, hang on. All right, so I went and got some light. So somehow I forgot to do that. It's also Saturday morning, about 7 o'clock in the morning. So that, excuse me for doing that. So now we can probably see. So you can almost see the writing on there. It says, that's the part number. And of course, it says Axial. You get 4.6, 1.4, 1.9, MT45. And you can see, I mean, it looks pretty good. Now, I've seen a couple of guys that run this already. They've been keeping these tires. I plan to actually keep these tires because I like them. I think they look cool. All right, so we'll go with the, of course, that's part of the rear bed. I think you have to cut it out here, and the spare tire goes here. We won't go over that. That's not really anything to really see there. All right, so here's the cool thing. There's the body. You still do have to cut it out. And there's the molded interior that comes with it. Now this is pretty cool because I don't think they've ever done this besides, you know, a Bomber and a Yeti. You got interior with that, but you did not ever get an interior with the scale truck. So it's kind of cool. It's not, you know, the greatest interior in the world, but that'll work. So the body, you do have to cut this out, you know, your spots for your headlights and your grill. There's no other holes made. It looks like it's a spot for wipers. Does it come with wipers? Yes, it comes with wipers as well. So that's pretty cool. Lots of little neat little details there that, you know, we always take for granted when we, you know, if you're buying a truck, you don't never notice that. These are pieces that go to the side of the body. You know, it's supposed to be a fuel tank, and it looks like just a panel. I'm not quite sure what that piece right there is. That's kind of strange there. That's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of painting. Huh. All right, so let's find bag. Here's all the cage stuff, and you do get some different, so it's got a figure in it. I think it's got a head already in it. No, there's the head right there. So you get a head, you get a bunch of different kinds of helmets. You get like a hat, a helmet, and a cowboy hat. Woohoo, yeehaw. So, like, why would you put a cowboy hat on a Unimog? But anyway, that's a whole nother deal there. So this all should work and build. So it looks like you get steering wheels. Of course, you get a shotgun. You actually get shifters. So it looks like you get an interior. This is the old interior parts tree that had, you know, it's got, I think it has, yeah, it's got a set of door handles. It's got place to put a rack so you can put a gun in the back window. I've had one of these before. It's great. Works out pretty well. But yeah, you get a bunch of different things. I think it has wiper blades in it as well on its little piece. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you get your lenses for your headlights. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. So we'll transfer that out there. Another cool thing they did this with this truck here, of course, there's your links. Everybody knows what those look like if you've built a kit before. The other thing, they went with a gray, they call it silver, but it's kind of like a gray diff cover. I wish they would have made gray. Oh, well, they don't. Okay, so I'm thinking out loud, and you guys get to hear it. So they went to this one-piece axle, so that means there's no more link mounts. Well, that kind of blows in my opinion. But so there's your axle housing. It's all one piece. That is, I'm assuming that's probably going to be the rear. The front, yeah, there's the front with the C-hub made to it. What would have been cool is they would have come out with silver link mounts. Oh, that would have been spot on there, because red is too much. So this one's going to be the transmission bag and shock bag. Yes, so there's your spur gear. There's part of your transmission housing here. And of course your shocks are all in that bag there. And then you got all your sliders and receiver box. There's the grill there. Let's take it out. I want to look at it. So I'll show you guys what it is. You never know, this may determine if you want to buy one or not. Also, don't forget to follow along on our Facebook group. That is a group I run, and Nathan Snare, we both run that group. The Axial UMG Kit group. Plans to keep that axial based for now. Or not axial based, but Unimog based for now. All right, so looks like you get so that is the grill. Of course, it says Axial here. And of course, everybody knows that James Knights from Knights Customs already released a front bumper piece that replaces this and the headlight buckets with round headlights that makes it look like a legit Unimog. And all it has is the Axial logo in the center of it, like in the center, instead of a Mercedes badge, it has the Unimog logo, or the Axial logo, which is really cool. So I'm probably going to build it like this with this stuff first, and then when his stuff releases, I'll go buy one of those, because I mean, you want a legit looking one, and the round headlights is legit looking for this particular truck. The other cool feature, it does not have body clips, so it has this piece here. These two pieces here bolt to the front of the body or chassis, and it slides down into the front, and you put your body clips will be there, and it hinges. That's another cool feature of this thing. It'll hinge as well. And that's pretty much it, really. We haven't gone over the wheels, the bead locks yet, which is fine. Let's do that real fast. Take one of them out. I'll show it to you. And of course, it's got metal chassis rails in there and an instruction booklet. And of course, if you guys have ever built a Traxxas, the new TRX4, like the Sport, you know, their Traxxas instruction manuals are phenomenal. Their color and that whole deal, it's pretty cool. So, all right, nothing to that. All right, so it's a 3-piece bead lock design, like most normal bead locks are. That is the front face of the wheel. Looks mighty military style with all the studs. The inner ring is a big, nice plastic ring. You know, it fits like normal. Then you get your back ring, which looks like it's a 6-hole designed bead lock. And you just set it in there like that, and you'll put your wheel in. Hopefully they go together pretty easy. They should. I don't see why they wouldn't. You know, most of these things pretty, you know, they don't design them to be crap, you know, as far as that goes. It also has a center cap that is the air inflation simulation. On real Unimogs, this is where you put air in the tire. There is no valve stem on the outside of the wheel. So this is how you actually put air in them. So it's pretty cool. It snaps. I think it snaps in the center, and it's basically just a cover. Looks like okay. So what it'll do? It's like the old center caps Axial had. So the hole that's in the center here. Let's see if I can get that in there. Yeah. So the hole there will fit over the stud. You know, the wheel stud, or excuse me, the axle stub. So that should work there. No big deal. That's pretty easy there. So, all right, so let me package all this back up and get it out of the way so we can discuss. I'm going to talk to you about what we're going to do, what my plans are anyway. I'm just going to do this, flip it this way here. So, first off, what we're going to do, we're just going to build it. We're going to build it stock, going to build it just like it's supposed to be built. There won't be any power run through it, but it will be built stock. I'm not going to disclose the color yet or my ideas on the body, anything like that. It's not going to be nothing crazy. You know, I'm not a big scratch builder, so not yet anyway. All right, so we are going to do an upgrade series on this particular truck. There will be no budget. There's no $50 budget, none of that mess. It will be what I want to do to make this thing perform the way that I think it should perform. Which I've got a lot of it already here, a lot of it ready to go, so it will go quick. This build will go fast. Of course, I've built a few of these trucks already, so I should be able to just snap it together pretty quickly. And I don't, let me know in the comments what you want to do. If you want to see me build it, if you want me to do a detailed build, or just do a time lapse of me building the thing. I don't really know. I mean, you know, if I do a detailed build, it could take a while. Just like this video right here is going to run 20 minutes. So, you know, it's up to you guys. You guys let me know what you want to do. But the upgrade series will not be budget minded at all. But it will be everything that I put on this truck will be something that I sell in the store. Everything. I will not put a part on it that I do not either have stocked at one time or can get for you. So just keep that in mind. It will not be, you know, of course, I was lucky enough to be able to get a bunch of these trucks. That's kind of a rare thing. Horizon is not very easy to deal with as far as all that goes. So, you know, just keep that in mind. And so get ready. Thanks for watching, guys. Be ready for the next video to come out in the next few days of me getting this thing built. But do like, comment, and subscribe. Like always, please comment. Let me know what you want to see me do with this thing as far as the build process goes. I kind of want some ideas of what you guys want to see. I can do both. I can do a time lapse and detail certain parts and, you know, things like that. So just let me know what you want to do and what you'd like to see, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.